My chair's so little.
I was being 13.
Oh, man. Okay, that's better.
Hi guys, welcome back.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming today again, Dad. I appreciate your input with the family. And last time we were here, we discussed...
Kids.
Hi, what is that?
No, nothing.
Oh, we don't want to share with us?
No.
Okay. So, I'm just going to go over with you guys
Listen to the man. Be
a little bit.
respectful.
I'm just going to go over with you guys a little bit what we talked about last time and what we want to accomplish going forward.
At least he has an
So-
interest in us.
Just give me a little bit of time, if you don't mind, just put that away for just a little bit. We're going to talk a little bit. Last week we did talk about how you guys were having issues in communication. Is that right with what I was sharing?
Well, I told you that I was trying to move out of this relationship with my husband and get a divorce. And
So you did mention that you were trying to end the relationship with your husband, and you said that it was something that you were thinking about more and more. And the girls also shared their opinion about that. Has anything changed since last week? Okay. How about you, Dad? Can you tell me a little bit about what Mom is saying?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, she's not gonna leave me. I don't know as far as anything that's happened over the past week. The girls, I mean, they're disrespectful to their father. And so, I mean, if we're gonna talk about something, I'd like to talk about that.
So you're saying that the
it's
girls are
mainly
being
because of
disrespectful
your
to you?
behavior.
That they're just not...
We lost a lot of respect for
that you're
you.
giving you. Can you tell me
You
how
see
long...
what I mean? You see what I mean?
They have every
It
right to treat
interrupts.
you that way.
I can see
even
there's
because
some
of your
communication issues,
behaviors.
so
Mom
you're
was
feeling
like,
that you're not
"Mom, let it
respected.
die."
Yeah.
Mom, you're feeling that you do have respect, is that what you're saying for him, or how do you feel about him saying
I don't
disrespect?
care. I live with him still, but
And the
It's
girls, do
just-
you guys see them fighting on a regular basis, or what's
He
going on?
disrespects their marriage. He doesn't even see it as a marriage. Like, Mom's just like his doormat. It's sad.
all I do is
I
cook,
noticed
clean,
that you said it's-
wash.
Sad to watch them in a relationship, because he doesn't respect her, he doesn't
Mhm.
treat her like a doormat, you said.
Mhm.
How long has that been taking place?
Our whole lives, it's just, he does whatever, and he wants us to respect him, but we know what he does. How can we respect him?
He thinks Mom's his maid and he can be out screwing different women.
And so your idea of what their marriage should be like is totally different than what you've seen and behave, is that right?
Right. Oh yeah. Like this is not a good marriage.
So
at
it looks
all.
like there's a little bit of a generational gap there. They don't really understand your idea of a marriage, and perhaps they see their own adult relationships differently than what you guys have. Have you guys seen that with them before? Is there a real big difference, a gap in the way that they're growing up and the way that you guys grew up?
Well, yeah, sure. I mean, they grew up here, so that's part of how the way that they learned to be. But I didn't know that they were going to grow up to be girls that disrespected their father.
Dad thinks that we're like feminists or
You
something.
need
It's
to
because
err
we
to
don't
respect.
agree with him.
It's
doing
because
the
of your
things that he
behavior.
does.
Whether we grew up here or in Mexico, it doesn't matter. He made a commitment to my mom and he needs to honor that, and part of that commitment is not being with other women, and he does that. So how are we
Okay.
supposed to
So
respect that?
there is, I see, a difference in generations, not only generations, but maybe tradition or their background. You said their relationship is based out of the way they drew it out of Mexico.
Mom was
the
like
way
a
they
kid
learned.
when they got married. Like
I was
she was.
15.
Oh my gosh.
How old were you again?
15.
15, okay.
Younger than
And
you
you're
are.
a little bit older than, so there's a little bit of a difference there. And yet you both managed to raise two great girls together, I understand,
Yeah,
because you're doing
but-
very good in school.
Oh,
No, we
yeah.
migrated.
Law school.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
You mean Lala.
Good job. And you guys both raised very great kids, they're doing well.
Yeah, I think I raised them by myself. My husband was never around.
Working or out. with
He's
his
always out
girls.
doing
Or
something.
working in.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think they kind of forget. I think they kind of forget where they came from and who they are. And you know, my wife, she's sort of, I don't know if she's having a midlife crisis or whatever you call it, and
So this,
But
this
you should get
midlife
over it, yeah.
crisis is because you noticed a change, is that why you're saying that?
yeah, you
This
know, they
has
go.
been going on for so
Right, but you go
long.
out, you know, you go out,
I
and
spend
you stay
time with
out
my
late at
daughters. What
night,
about you? You're
and you're
barely
spending my
home.
money, and
So there's a difference of the way you guys see things between
Good for
yourselves.
'em, right? It's all
And so
good
there's a
for
big
'em.
difference on the way the girls and you guys see your relationship and your marriage. Is that what's going on? So there's a little bit of communication, but there's a lot of, sounds like you're trying to put your own perspective on things, which you guys agree on that. But to me, it sounds like there's more of a struggle between the marriage at this particular point. You guys have mentioned that you've seen them argue, and mom does spend time with you guys out away from the house now. And you said that this has been the big change in the way that she's been going out and hanging out with them.
sure, sometimes we argue, that's just, you know, that's what husbands and wives typically do, but, you know, as for children disrespecting their parents, I don't, you know, I don't understand, so I think this is the problem, and this is
How
what we
much
should be
respect do
talking
you
about.
have for your family?
Of course, I go to work every day and I provide for you.
Is that it? You're supporting us financially mainly, and that's it.
So perhaps
Just
as
as
that
I've done
goes,
for the last 20 years.
so for you, supporting and bringing home, take care of the family, that's what you are contributing, and that's your love and respect that you're showing to them. Okay, so there is a little bit of a difference that we have to come closer together. Like I said, I feel that should cover some issues together as the married couple and work on that together. What I'd like to see is for you to come back for next session. And this time we'll have the girls sit out, is that okay?
Yeah.
And we can take it to talk to parents. If at a later point we need to discuss anything with you, or you have any feelings and emotions, feel free, call and ask us, or you can come back and we can discuss it together.
Okay.
It's just mom's stronger with us here. Like, I know that they have to like talk about things, but she's just stronger with us.
So what does that mean, stronger with you?
Like, she needs us. We're like, give her strength to leave dad.
Mm. Okay, that's one thing that we can definitely talk about. So your strength is a little dependent on where the girls are at right now, which is
I
understandable.
spend
They're
time
at a
with
delicate
my
age.
children. We go out,
mhm.
we go shopping, we go
Okay.
to the movies, and I'm
How
having a
does
good
that
time
make you
with
feel
them.
when you spend time with the girls?
I'm happy because I never get to experience any of this before.
He doesn't take her anywhere.
I never went out with my husband. Never ever. Never been to a movie with him. Never been to a park. Like 10 minutes walk with him.
So that's one of the things that, you're saying that you've never done anything with them, but perhaps he has a difference of opinion on that. And that's something that I really like to focus on. The next time we're together is to see where the separation happened, where the differences are, and maybe we can come together, like Scott said, he feels he works and that's what he contributes to the family, that's his love and that's his care, but you have a different sense of that. And the girls, I'm sure, are experiencing some having to listen to fighting or at this point. So let's do that. Let's focus on you guys next week. And like I said, if we need to bring the girls back the following week or the week after, we can do that. Okay?
Okay.
Well, great. Thank you guys for coming in.
Thank you. I think that was just about. I forgot to